Good evening, Concho sports fans, and welcome to Concho Sports Insider. I'm your host, Zach Carlock. Alongside me, Arlen Ponder. Arlen, I've been gone a couple weeks. It feels good to be back behind the microphone again.
You've been gone. I didn't even miss you.
I know. I feel so loved around here some days.
No respect.
No respect. Yep. I tell you. No respect. A lot going on these last couple weeks. I've been gone while I've been gallivanting around Texas.
I know. You went to Tippa, though. See,
I did. I went to Tippa.
I'm envious having been
I did. I get to go to Tippa. And
winner.
I'm going to tell you, at Angelo State, we brought home some awards from Tippa, so I'm real proud of those kids. But, yeah, it's a lot going on. The show has gone on without me, whether I thought it would or not. I was worried, but you did a good job.
Yeah, we did okay.
You held the fort down.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So what do we got to look forward to tonight? We've got a lot going around the Concho Valley. That's just plain and simple. We just got a lot going on, and we're going to try and fit it all in. We got the monthly Bobcat Insider Show and the Chief Insider Show we had at Shenanigans this past Monday. Talked to baseball and softball, let them invade the area. Favorite time of year?
Well, see, for you, so yeah.
Yes, favorite time of year. I mean, let me guess, football?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on.
Always.
That's like
football
number 3.
And hockey, baby.
That's like number 3.
Yeah.
Summer's number 2. But we talked to Coach Mark Smith about the Bobcats offseason football workouts and Bobcat spring game coming up. That's coming up Thursday, May 15th. And we're going to have that for
Yeah, Darren and I will do that game and be there, and we may have some fill-ins every once in a while. Somebody come and stumble in and say something intelligent, because we won't.
We got to catch up with the players and coaches there with Bobcat baseball, Lady Cat softball, Chiefs baseball, Maiden softball.
Oh, yeah.
A lot going on. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and spill the beans now. Hey, we had something great happen last night.
Okay.
We got a little film from it.
Okay.
The Maidens clinched their playoff spot last night.
They sure did.
In incredible fashion.
They
had
sure
a little
did.
adversity in the game, clawed their way back. Tuesday night.
Tuesday.
Man, I'm lost on my days.
Oh, yeah, Tuesday.
Had a little adversity during the game, allowed Liberty Cooper to kind of climb back into it. But
it was back and forth.
Yeah, but in the end, on strikeout number 8, game over, Maidens going to the playoffs.
First time in 10 years.
There you go.
And I think we got that clip.
And that's a hard district.
Oh,
that is a tough district. In baseball and softball, that 6-4A district is a difficult district. Just waiting to see if we're going to see that clip here. But
hold your breath.
Here it is. Yeah. I mean, and you know what I like about this? I've seen this clip a few times, is the excitement that you're about to see on the face of these young ladies. And that is just a beautiful pitch that she throws.
Win.
And you see it when they realize, hey,
bound.
We're going
Another
to next
strikeout
season.
for Jones.
Yeah.
And
this is season 3 for us.
Season 3. Yes.
That they end this game with her striking somebody out after all the adversity.
Coach was excited about being able to carry that team there.
Yeah, he was.
Or to coach that team to that point.
Coach Alls, incredible coach.
He did. And he was a good interview. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Me and Russ had a lot of fun talking with him.
You mean he didn't just sound like yes, no,
No.
yes.
Even though I said Bobcat several times instead of Chief and Maidens, but
you know. Hey,
I'm so used to doing both shows, and now Darren's back and good to go. And
sure.
But we have those clips, all those things on our YouTube channel, our Facebook page, and I tell you another thing we're going to do today. We're going to talk baseball and softball. We're bringing Rob Ray back, and we're going to talk with him.
We are, but before we do that, we got some signings to talk about.
Yeah, well, I was about to get there.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I was about to get there.
Sorry, I was reading the script ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
well, stop doing that. You're getting ahead of me, making me look bad. But which isn't hard to do, by the way.
Nah,
well, after that, we're going to talk to Brandon, our soccer guru, but we're not going to talk soccer.
We're not talking to Pele anymore. We're talking to Carl Lewis Jr.
Carl Lewis Jr.
Yes. Carl Lewis Jr. is what he called himself.
And we're going to talk some track results, regional track going on. Hey, guys are getting ready for state.
Dude, we got track, we got golf, we got tennis. There's
so much going on in the
spring.
So
much going on. It's hard to – and it's the end of school for some of us.
Yeah. I only got 3 weeks left. I mean, I'm not counting. But
I'm not counting either, but 20 days. So, Shay, we got that clip.
So let's talk about some signings. What do we got here? Some Central students signing. I heard we have a student signing.
Has playing college ball always been a dream or goal for you? Honestly, no. But my sister plays at Hardin Simmons as well, and I went to a camp with her, and the coaches kind of started talking to me about it, and were like, hey, have you ever thought of playing college soccer? And I was like, honestly, no. But then they were talking about me and like about how everything goes and like the opportunities it can give me, and I was like, might as well. I was like, if they're willing to offer me a spot, I was like, I think that would be amazing to like continue playing the sport I love, so especially with my sister.
To me, it's been a dream since I've been a little girl, because I've always wanted to continue my, not necessarily career, but it's like, I always just dream about it, and I always picture myself on a field with like tons of people around me, and I just wanted to fulfill that dream of mine.
Has playing college ball always been a dream or goal for you?
Yeah, I think it definitely has. It's been like kind of an on and off situation. So, but like I feel like it's kind of more exciting. Like, so I always played soccer, like soccer this, but like now it's like just things in rowing. So it's like it's a kind of different ball game, you know. So it's more exciting.
Rowing, like boat rowing?
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I played soccer, but now I'm gonna go to Kansas to row. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
That blows my mind.
Would that be sculling?
Sculling, okay,
Sculling.
Sure. At Kansas, too.
Yes.
They have rivers?
They have a lot of lakes in Kansas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I knew that. I just wanted to see if you knew that.
I don't know that I could find a lake in Kansas. You know why? Because I won't be in Kansas.
Fair enough. I tell you what, I've done some softball games. We went up to up north to Dumas.
Huh.
You know, you have to. You know what radio stations you listen to when you're traveling to Dumas? They're out of Kansas.
I was going to say satellite.
No, they're out of Kansas because you don't even get the Oklahoma
Mexico,
stations.
you know.
Man, I tell you what, that was a crazy drive that year. But a lot of great things going on.
Oh, incredible! And congratulations to all those girls for being able to, go and sign. And then I know Lakeview's got some signings. Do we have those, Shay, or are we going to?
I don't think we have those this time.
I know Lakeview had some signings.
Lakeview had some signings.
Yeah.
Some kids going to play a little football, some soccer. Just a lot going on around a lot of stuff to be proud of for our students.
Absolutely, and that's what this show is all about, is the students, and we want to talk about them as much as we can whenever we get the opportunity.
So I'll tell you what, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a break. We're going to bring Rob on, and when we come back, we're going to talk about some baseball and softball students.
Sure will.
How's that sound?
Right on, let's go.
Sounds good to me. All right, folks, stay with us here on Concho Sports Insider, presented by Pixelcast Media. We'll be right back in just a minute.
Check out why First Community Federal Credit Union is the #1 local auto lender in the Concho Valley.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart, and contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Damon Bell Photography and Drone Services for all your photo and video needs. Call 325-245-9663. Oh, and we also do sports. Call today.
Check out why First Community Federal Credit Union is the #1 local auto lender in the Concho Valley.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart, and contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
All right, folks, welcome back to Concho Sports Insider. Forgot I didn't have a mic down there. Wow.
Been gone a while.
I've been gone a while, yeah. My favorite time of year. Rob, we haven't met, but welcome to the show.
Thank you very much,
Not
sir.
your first time, but welcome back to the show, I should say.
Thank you.
Got a little baseball, softball news.
Yeah, I agree with you. This is a great time of
Best
year.
time of year. I'm a full believer. I've been in education, much like you and Arlen, both are in education. If the district I ever go to work for, if they'd allow me to be a principal, I would make MLB opening day a day off.
Yeah.
I'm from Cincinnati, and they've actually done that. So,
see, I've got now.
There you go.
Look, now we have a precedence.
Yep.
I love it. So if I ever become a superintendent, I'll do that.
There you go.
Because I'll have that kind of power.
That would be nice.
And if they won't let me do it, I'm taking the day off and going.
Hey.
So we got some softball scores we're going to talk about first.
Trying.
We got some softball scores to talk about. What do we got here?
Well, first, I just wanted to talk about that exciting Lakeview win on Tuesday. First of all, it was a pleasure being out there. I want to say thank you to all the Maidens fans that were out there. It was so much fun, and everyone just enjoyed a great day of softball and weather, and everyone was so nice to us out there. And then you cap it off with the victory, the way that they won. Peyton Jones, complete game from her. She went 4 for 5, had a double, had a triple, scored 4 runs, 2 RBI, 7 innings pitched, and 8 strikeouts.
That's awesome.
And it was amazing because she would go. She really was just back and forth and back and forth. There were a couple of times where she was on the base path or just scored and then had to go right back out.
Yeah.
And it was really a dogfight. But my player that game was Ella Lasoya. Just complete dominance at third base. A great double play made on a line drive where she caught the ball and then made it back to third base when the bases were loaded. And that ended the inning. And then
that's awesome.
She went 3 for 4, scored 3 runs, and the big one was the home run that she hit that put the Maidens ahead for good. And then Charlie Martinez went 2 for 3, hit a double, and also had 2 RBI. Just so much fun being out there. Excited to see how they do here once the playoffs start.
Yeah. So once we're looking at this district, this district has one more game left in it. Right now, Levelland and Snyder at the top of the leaderboard there. They'll actually play for the district championship either tonight or tomorrow night. I'm not sure what night they play. And then Big Spring and San Angelo Lakeview sitting in 3 and 4 respectively. But they play tonight or tomorrow night. And if Lakeview wins that game, they have to have a play-in game to determine seeding.
Yep.
So a little extra baseball there. And, of course, Lubbock, Cooper, Liberty at 2 and 7, Lubbock, Estacado, they'll play each other at 1 and 8. That game really doesn't matter except for who's going to be 5th and 6th.
Well, if you are Lakeview, all you ask for is that opportunity.
That's it. Just give me a chance.
I said it at the beginning of that game. All you can ask for is just to have that opportunity to make the playoffs, and here they are with a chance to end up as
they've made it
number 3 spot.
Now a chance to move up, absolutely. And by the way, congratulations to those young ladies. They've really fought this year and earned that first time in 10 years, and that's a tough district. I was teaching that district for a long time. That is a tough district to play in.
Yeah, it really was remarkable just to watch them. There were a couple of times that Liberty, they took the lead, and they came right back. Just their tenacity, and you could tell just from their coach, they really exhibit all of his personality when it comes to comebacks, because there was never any real worry or stress in their body language. They knew that they had a chance every time they got up to the plate.
That's just awesome. So let's look at what district are we looking at next. The 6A?
Looking at the 6A and Central, they played tough on last week on Friday and lost to Friendship 9-3. And I mean, you look at
heart
where
of the district
Friendship,
right there.
but I mean that's the number 1 team in district, and it was a close game for a number of innings there, and then they turned around and took care of Odessa High on Tuesday, 16-6. A couple of really great standout performances. Grayson Collins was 4 for 6, had a home run, scored 4 runs and 4 RBIs. Veronica Castro went 3 for 4, also had a home run, 4 RBI and 2 walks. Tori Robertson went 2 for 3. Also a home run, 3 runs scored, 2 RBI and 2 walks. And then Aubrey Garcia came in, pitched the last 3 1/3 innings, allowed 2 hits, no earned runs, and had 5 strikeouts. That's the way to shut the door on a team that you should take care of business against. So congratulations to those ladies as well.
Now, when you look at the district here, you see San Angelo sitting in that tie right there with Permian for that 4th and final playoff spot. Here's the thing about that. Their next game that they've got left is Permian. So that's the play-in game right there for the last playoff spot. Can't really get any better than that. 1, 2, and 3 look pretty locked to me. So, I mean, it comes down to who's going to the playoffs as the number 4 seed, Permian or Central. Of course, we'll be pulling for the Lady Cats there. They'll be playing that game. That game's going to be played here at home. And it probably is going on right now. We just don't have a result from it yet. But that's a big game.
But again, all you can ask for
is
that chance.
Yeah, you got a chance. So let's move to the 3A district.
3A, yep.
Yeah.
Wall actually had a week off, so they are sitting up top, looking good, top of the district. Wanted to look at TLCA though, because it's deceiving seeing that 4-8 record there. That is the best district record that TLCA has ended with in the school's history, and they ended with 4 straight wins for the season. And they beat Merkel both on Friday and on Tuesday, and they were close games, very tightly contested games. Some great individual performances, though, for the Lady Eagles. Alexa Pena, again, the Pena twins, I always joke with them at school because I think they're the same person because I never see both of them at the same time. But Alexa Pena, 3 for 4, 2 runs, scored an RBI. This is on Friday. Ava Pena was 2 for 4, 2 RBI, and 2 stolen bases. Millie Braxton, good to see her getting in there. 2 for 4, scored a run. But you're going to see here the story is Grace Roeder. From the plate, she went 3 for 4, scored 2 runs. 7 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, and 10 strikeouts.
Wow.
And then to come right back again and face the same team on Tuesday, and they defeated Merkel 7-5. Again, we start with the Pena twins. Both of them 3 for 4. Alexa went 3 for 4, 3 runs, 3 stolen bases. Ava went 3 for 4. Double, a triple, and 2 RBI. Jalen Bonilla, 2 for 3. But the story and big shout out and congratulations to her was Grace Roeder. 7 innings pitched, 10 hits, 5 earned runs, 14 strikeouts.
Wow.
She ends the season with 153 strikeouts, which is the best mark in TLCA history. So
that's awesome.
Congratulations to her.
Absolutely.
They have shown progress and growth every year, and you talk about tough divisions. That is really a challenging place to be in when you see the likes of Wall, Jim Ned, and Clyde, and just congratulations to those young ladies.
Absolutely. And when you look at this district, there's only 1 game left to play in this district at all, and that is between the 2 teams there, Wall and Jim Ned. I got to correct myself. I say there's 1 game left, but if Jim Ned beats Wall or has beaten Wall, they've probably already played, then they've got to play a play-in game for the 1 and 2 seed. Now, that Clyde and Sweetwater Clyde has a 2-0 record against Sweetwater, so the head-to-head gives Clyde the number 3 seed, Sweetwater the number 4 seed. Those are locked. The rest of the conference there is pretty locked there. All we're waiting on is a score from that Jim Ned Wall game, and if Wall wins it, that district is set for season 3.
Yep, and that is a really difficult team to beat in Wall. Watching them play, they are just they're phenomenal. They're just fundamentally so sound at every position.
Yeah.
Down.
Oh yeah,
TLCA's in, and they're on a. Coach V has them on that roll right now where they are just playing ball.
And if you go into the playoffs on a 4-game win streak,
you could hurt someone's feelings.
Yep, absolutely,
sure could.
So let's move over to baseball. Where are we going to start in baseball? We're going to start in that 3A?
Baseball, let's start in the 3A. There was going to be a lot of suspense until Clyde
Wall did
beat,
some damage.
well, no, actually what happened was that Jim Ned and Clyde played last week. And Jim Ned, up till this point, they had 1 loss in district.
Yeah, Jim Ned's
Clyde, good. But Clyde came back and they actually beat Jim Ned on the 11th on Friday, 4-2.
Okay.
At Jim Ned, and then they played at Clyde and had a walk-off 2-run double, the bottom of the 7th inning.
Wow.
2-run double. They were down 2-1 in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Heartbreaking.
Walk-off 3-2, and that knocks Jim Ned all the way down to 3rd. And they originally this week was going to be Wall against Jim Ned. Jim Ned was going to have a chance to win the district outright if they could beat Wall. Mm-hmm. That suspense is over. Gone already. So Wall, though, again, just doing Wall things. They played up and ended up losing to Abilene, but a couple of really strong performances. Kellen Oliver 1 for 3, had 2 RBI. He also pitched, had 4 innings pitched. 2 earned runs he gave up and 6 strikeouts. And Gage Reichnow, 2 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts. So they actually are playing Jim Ned tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Right now.
That game just probably got underway. So the thing that stands out to me with this district, and I said this when we first started this show and we were starting to look at baseball, Wall's locked. They're locked in the number 1 seed. There's nothing that Clyde can do because who's Wall playing now?
Wall's playing Jim Ned.
Okay. So unless Jim Ned sweeps Wall's locked. Wall's just got to win 1 game, they're locked. Clyde, Jim Ned, well, I mean, if Wall takes Jim Ned out twice, that's locked 2 and 3. And I said this I said this at the beginning, Merkel is going to hurt feelings.
Mm-hmm. We did. You said Merkel was going to hurt feelings.
And it looks like they've got an opportunity because in that 4 and 5 slot at 4 and 6, Merkel and Sweetwater stand. And guess who's playing each other right now as we speak? And if they split, there's a play-in game. But if Merkel can sweep Sweetwater, which they are definitely capable. Hey, I told y'all, Taylor Snodgrass has come into that team, and he's really turned that team around for the better. He's doing a lot of great things down there. Sure, he's got those 6 losses between – all 6 of those losses are from Jim Ned, Clyde, and Wall. And, I mean, those are the cream of the crop of the district.
Absolutely.
And so losing to those 6 is not going to,
The district record is so deceiving when those are the teams that you're having to play every Tuesday and Friday.
And I think they're 3 of the top 50 teams in 3A.
Yep.
I mean, those are good teams. And I think Wall is easily the standout of the class there. And it shows in the record. But Merkel, if they can take 2 from Sweetwater tonight and Saturday, or I guess they'll play Monday, looks like, or Tuesday, they can break Sweetwater's heart. Sweetwater about dropping from 4A down to 3A and miss out.
Yeah, They may want to jump back up to 4A.
They might want to go back to 4A. Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of 4A, what do we got with 4A?
Lakeview had a rough week. Let's just say what it was.
Happens?
It absolutely happens. And we talked about it last week. They've lost so many heartbreaking games.
Yeah.
They ended up losing to Levelland on Friday, and then they lost to Liberty on Tuesday. So they are still sitting there. They're at 4 and 6.
Okay.
But they that was the loss to Levelland. That was a tough loss.
Absolutely. I can believe that. Still sitting at 4th in the district for Lakeview. Lubbock Liberty, aside from softball, Lubbock Liberty has been the top of the district in everything. Everything they've played, except for softball. Levelland's up there this year, having a good year. Estacado's up there, having a good year. Lakeview sitting at number 4, but man, Snyder is right on their toes. Big Spring's out of it, but Snyder is right on Lakeview's toes right now. And that district could get a little salty. The only thing that's really locked is that number 1 seed, but that 2 and 3 seeds up for grabs, and that 4 and 5, I mean, it's going to come down to the last game of the year there with Lakeview and Snyder for that last spot. So very interesting district, and I've always said this is probably the toughest, in my opinion, the toughest baseball district in West Texas right here.
Oh, agreed.
Because Big Spring's always got good teams. Snyder always has good teams. Lakeview's always competitive. Estacado's usually competitive. Levelland's competitive. And, of course, Lubbock Liberty. They're just competitive in everything, and they're only 2 years old.
Yeah.
So, tough district there. And good luck to Lakeview. They've got a couple games left from what I understand. If I understand it right, they got, 10 games there? What do they play well, what do they have left? Let's take a look here, because I'm kind of missing that. I know we're doing the game on Tuesday with them. That district has a weird schedule, because one year they played each other 3 times, then they stopped doing that and played them once, twice, and they did some weird things in that district for a couple years. I know Coach Stewart there at Snyder really wasn't appreciative of all the decisions that kept changing every year, because you never could plan. But
when you talking about, you've got realignment coming up here, and we and I talked about that. How much is this district going to change with that new friendship team coming in? Possibility.
Yeah, the friendship team's going to come in, and I think the friendship team's just going to simply replace Lubbock Liberty coming in.
Yeah, and Liberty will jump up.
Liberty's going to probably jump up to 5A. Levelland's not going to move. Estacado is always close on that 4A, 5A. I don't think they'll jump, but they're always close. Big Spring's not going to go anywhere. I don't think Lakeview's going to go anywhere. And, of course, Snyder's the smallest school in that district.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, with that friendship team coming in, and friendship's always good, too.
Well, and
they always have competitive teams.
You know, that friendship's going to probably drop out of that 6A, drop down to that 5A. So,
well, they could, but they've still got a lot of students in that school, even without.
They do, and it's going to be interesting to see, because this district right here, and then during realignment, who knows what they do. Remember 2 years ago, whenever Lakeview went out and had to start playing Brownwood and Stephenville and teams like that, and so that.
Well, and it definitely that realignment could definitely possibly change Lakeview's district to a different district.
Completely, yeah. They could go. They could go west. East.
This district could look really different after realignment. So that's going to be very interesting to see. So looking at 6A, talk to us about Central.
Well, speaking of the different types of series that they have in district, they're stuck in a district that's playing 3-game weekend series where they play 1 game on a Thursday in one location and then a doubleheader on Friday.
And I'm going to tell you, I don't hate that format. I don't hate it because, and I think in 5A and 6A it should be that way, simply because it teaches you or forces you to work your pitchers correctly. And pitching's such a big part of the game.
And that was one of the things that, Coach said the other night was you have to pay attention to how you're doing your pitchers and how you, and good thing about Central is they have those 3. You got 3 stud pitchers that have come in and picked up. So, you're right. You have to work those pitchers.
You know the downside of that game, of that situation is their last 3 games are against Friendship.
Oh, yeah.
So Friendship looks pretty locked in. Of course, you still got 6 games, 3-game series left for each team here. Central sitting at 3-9, but with 6 games to go, they're not out of it. They can catch up to Midland Legacy if they can get a sweep this week, and if Midland can get swept, that'd be good for them. Pull ahead of Odessa, hopefully. Permians and Midland fighting for number 2 there, but Friendship really is the pride of this district and has been for a long time when it comes to baseball.
Well, in Central, they had a chance to put some space between them and Odessa. That's who they played last weekend, and it started off real well. Actually, during our show last week, they were at home. They defeated Odessa 4-2. Kasner Stripling, 7 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 5 strikeouts. But the next day, they lost to Odessa 3-2 and then 6-4. And that first game, they were up 2-0 until the bottom of the 5th inning. So that's heartbreaking for those kids. And all you can do is play who's next on your schedule.
That's it.
And if friendship's where it's at, let's go.
Well, and I'll tell you, this is just me. This is why I love baseball so much. Okay. You're looking at the number 5 team having to finish out the season against the number 1 team in the district. I will not tell you there's no chance of them sweeping, because in baseball, the worst team can beat the best team. That's why no team ever goes winless and no team ever goes undefeated in Major League Baseball, and usually not in college baseball either. You might see it in high school sometimes, but even that's not that often when you really look at it.
Yep.
So a lot of good things going on. Rob, I appreciate you being here tonight.
Absolutely.
And it's been a lot of fun looking at these standings and talking about all the teams and everything going on. A lot of great things going on. And we're going to take a break, though, and I'm going to step away, and we're going to bring Carl Lewis Jr. in here. You know about our morphing.
Isn't that a
gentleman
hamburger?
over there?
No, sorry. No,
That's Carl's Jr.
That's Carl's Jr.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But do you know about our transforming young man over there he was Pele earlier this year?
That's who I thought you were talking about.
He was Pele Jr. earlier this year. Now he's Carl Lewis Jr. He just becomes whoever we need him to be and does a great job doing it, I got to tell you. He does a great job doing it. He does a great job with us, and he became Pele because of FIFA.
Oh, that's the only reason he knows how to play soccer.
It's a video
knows
game.
Anything about soccer is because of playing FIFA.
But we're going to bring Brandon in here, Carl Lewis Jr., as we've dubbed him tonight, and he's going to finish out for me, and he's going to step in here, and y'all going to talk some track and a lot of shout-outs. We have a lot of shout-outs to give out around the Concho Valley.
We do.
So we're going to take a break. So stay with us right here on Concho Sports, powered by Pixelcast Media, and we'll be right back.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Damon Bell Photography and Drone Services for all your photo and video needs. Call 325-245-9663. Oh, and we also do sports. Call today.
Check out why First Community Federal Credit Union is the #1 local auto lender in the Concho Valley.
With great low rates on new, used, and refinance autos, we can save you money. First Community has great payment options and low prices for GAP, extended warranty, and credit life insurance, so we can make your payment fit your budget. So be smart, bank smart, and contact First Community for your auto financing needs.
Hey, good evening and welcome back to the Concho Sports Insider. I'm Arlen Ponder. Zach Carlock's left. He has a hot date with his wife, so we want to keep him alive, so we've taken him out, let him leave, and we brought in Jesse Owens. I mean, Carl Lewis.
Carl Lewis Jr., baby.
No, what was it Rob said? You're Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, man, that's good burgers, man. Yeah.
All right, so Brandon keeps us updated like Rob keeps us updated on baseball. You keep us updated on track.
Yes, sir.
So, take off.
Yes, sir. So in this past area meet for the Lakeview Chiefs and Maidens. We'll start there with 4A. So the regional qualifiers, a familiar name for us here at Concho Sports. Braylon White, first off.
Braylon White?
Braylon White, multi-sport athlete.
He was a member of Lincoln.
Right, the Lincoln. Right,
yep, he went to Lincoln.
Right.
I stole this out of my wife's closet. Don't say.
Right. So Braylon White came in first in the triple jump. And then we actually had the next young lady here for the she was the Scholar Athlete of the Week.
We did her interview right before.
Miss Annalicia Vasquez. She came in third place, as we have the graphic on the screen there. And then we have Kentrell Johnson in the 200 meter. And then we also have both the 4x2 and the 4x4. We have Kentrell Johnson, Francisco Ramirez, soccer kid right there. Gabriel Alvarez, and then Chris Rodella. And then on the 4x4, we have Calvin Whitfield, Gabriel, once again, Chris, and Francisco. So the only two swapping out there are Kendrell and Calvin for both those relays. So we want to shout out the Chiefs and Maidens there. So that was fantastic there for them. So they have
Pride of the North Side.
That's right, North Side Pride, baby. And then for Central, so shout out to the ladies, the Lady Cats. We have I think her name is Imari Vinson. She came in third in the 100 meter with a time of 12.15, and then she also came in third in the 200 with a time of 25.28. And then we have area champion Hannah Zwiebel, first in the 800 with a time of 2 minutes and 18 seconds, and then also their 4x4 team, which
who can fly,
who finished.
You know, they got mercury. It's like they got wings,
right,
you know, something like that. They've been drinking Red Bull or something.
No, so they actually finished second in the area meet, and they were able to break with a time of 3:58.80. So right under 4 minutes. So Arlen, they were cooking, man.
First time in what, 10 years?
10 years, yes, sir.
10 years that they've broken the 4 minute mark.
Wow, absolutely incredible.
And they keep getting better.
Right.
They just continue to get better and stronger. Right. And I'm going to tell you, they're just sweet girls.
Yeah. Right. You guys did the Insider Show.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, we did the Coaches Insider, and they just sweet little girls.
Yep.
And, you know, not saying that the Pride of the North Side's not.
Right.
Those kids are incredible kids. We love them,
That's
too.
Right.
But
that's right.
It's amazing to watch those girls and to look at them and go, wow, you can fly. You can really run.
Tell you.
So it's great to watch them run.
Right. And Arlen, you know, one of the things about in track, or like especially in the relays, is that I think people kind of underestimate how important it is to, have the stick exchange.
Yeah.
Right. Because they're like the window is really, really small as a former track athlete myself. Because so Arlen, it's funny. I was looking at some of the times. It's like, because my best time was 11:2. It's like some of these kids like the Wall kid. Briggs Jones, like 10 something, and then they're actually some other kids around here just flying. No, but just going back to that is like we've seen meets where not on the high school level, but on the big stage where if you don't get that stick exchange, it's over and done with. So obviously, the coach they're really good coaching out there. They're able to keep those splits good.
Like we were talking about with softball and baseball, anybody can get beat.
Yep,
you can drop that. You can drop that baton any place. And
then you're done. DQ.
Ball game. Yeah.
That's
DQ.
it. That's it, brother. Yes, sir. So that's all I have for right now for Lakeview and Central. Yes, sir.
Okay, we do have TLCA, and I know we left that
Jackson,
off.
Yes. Jackson
Chacon.
He also competed.
140.5 feet.
Wow.
In the discus. I think we announced this last week, but he's competing tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah, he's competing tomorrow.
Yes.
So we wish him good luck, and he's a freshman.
Wow, dude.
He is a freshman.
Can only. I mean, the fact that you've already reached the ceiling. I mean,
yeah. You hope that he's gonna
keep going, right?
Keep going, but
awesome.
And then I been living in New Mexico where we had javelin.
Right. Oh, hey,
yeah.
Watch out.
We had javelin, and we had our javelin catcher in here earlier, Darren.
Oh yeah.
So he was.
Shout out to Darren.
Yeah, shout out to Darren. He was. He was volunteering to catch javelins.
Yeah.
So or shot puts, whichever.
Right.
But, we laugh, but congratulations to those kids, and we wish them luck at regionals.
Yeah.
Because they're.
Tell you, man, they got some.
got some talent around this Concho Valley.
Yeah, because Arlen, I was actually looking. So like, just out of the, because I mean, outside of the couple of the relay teams, because there were some relay teams that had like whole second leads. Everyone else, I mean, they were like neck and neck. So I think for the next meet, I think they might be able to surprise some people. Obviously, for kids who are listening, make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you stay loose. Obviously, stay low when you get in them corners, and leave it all out on the field, baby.
And that's all you can do whenever you go to regional. Is we talk about in football, you talk about the next game, especially in the playoffs.
Yes, sir.
Next game's getting harder.
Right.
Next game's getting harder. Next game, because your team's getting better.
Right.
Same thing with track. You're talking about that next level is getting harder, and that next level. And these are kids that you've got respect for, but you may hate them because they've knocked you out for 2 years or 3 years or whatever, and just incredible. Incredible stuff.
Can't wait to see what they do.
Can't wait. All right, so we're going to take a quick break and come right back up, and then we're going to talk about some golf. We're going to talk about some tennis. We're going to talk about some coach changes, and we're going to talk about one of my other sports that I love, that a record was set the other night, and got to talk about that, even though it's not high school, but it's rodeo, and I went to Tarleton, so got to love rodeo. So
yeah.
We'll be right back. This is the Concho Sports Insider presented by Pixelcast Media.
Pain is never planned, and recovery time is never convenient. But the last thing you want to do is wait for answers. At Angelo MRI, you are more than a number. We can get you results within 24 hours at a price you can afford. So when you need to get back into the game fast, tell your doctor you want to go to Angelo MRI. We hope you don't need us this season. But in case you do, remember, it's your health, your choice, your MRI.
At Schertz Landscape, we care about the quality of trees that you put in your landscape. Therefore, we grow our trees here locally in the Concho Valley. As a certified arborist, I not only care about the quality of your tree being planted, but I am also qualified as a tree risk assessor. I can evaluate the health of an older tree or the risk that it may have to you and your property. Come see us at Schertz Landscape, where we care about the quality of your trees.
Damon Bell Photography and Drone Services for all your photo and video needs. Call 325-245-9663. Oh, and we also do sports. Call today.
Check out why First Community Federal Credit Union is the number one.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Concho Sports Insider. Brandon Richardson, the Robert Ray, and someone's off camera now. He's too cool for school for us.
Coming up. Oh no. Sorry.
Whoops. Sorry, folks.
Speaking of you called him Jesse Owens earlier. You know where Jesse Owens went to college?
Oh no.
He go to Ohio State.
That's it. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Oh my God. Go blue. Go blue. Okay. Come on, Ray. Come on, man. I thought we settled this, man.
I've been holding on to that one in my back pocket for about 15 minutes.
Anyway, so we're gonna do the shout outs here, folks. So we're gonna start off with the Central Bobcats. Mr. Ponder, want to take us through that, sir?
Heck yeah, the Lady Cats gymnastics. They're headed to state as the Region 3 champs. Then you got the boys. They're headed to state after taking second place in the region. And just this gymnastics program, I forget, they're a powerhouse. How many years have they been?
I think. Because I remember we did it was 2020. Yes, it's 2019. They've been, I think, state champions.
Yeah.
If we're not mistaken.
Yeah, so incredible. Good job.
Yes.
And then we've got congratulations to Lady Cats basketball. Regan Howe was named the THSCA and TABC All-State Academic.
Awesome.
There's her picture right there. Got to see. You and I both got to see Reagan play.
Yep.
And and I think she's not a senior. I think she's a sophomore. She's a senior.
Okay, she's a senior. Okay.
All right. So I was thinking she was a sophomore, but good job to her, and glad and we look for maybe a signing coming out of her pretty soon.
Yeah. Wish her all the best.
And then one last thing, Lady Cats golf. Good job at regionals, and good job to Clarissa Pena. And I don't think we have a picture of her, but good job for her, and I don't think she advanced, but she did good at regionals.
Hey, that's all you can hope for.
Heck yeah.
And then so for the Wall Hawks, we have some shout out for the Hawks golf team. They took first place in regionals and are state bound, so awesome for them. Here's they're the Lady Hawks there, posing in all black out there in the sun. So I'm glad they had those hats on. might have burned up a little bit, but shout out to the ladies. And then for them, they were also they were to compete at regionals today, and they were sitting at fourth after day one yesterday. And then for the last follow-up for the Hawks, Lane Stansberry, he made the All-West Texas second team. And then we have Yeager Thompson, who made the All-West Texas honorable mention. And there's the Wall golf team there on your screen. So shout out to the Hawks and Lady Hawks. Wish you guys all the best from here at Concho Sports. So
and they're state bound too.
And and they're state bound also. So look forward to see what they can bring home.
And speaking of Wall, I have a couple of really quick updates score-wise.
Awesome.
Jim Ned actually defeated Wall softball 4-3 this afternoon. And right now, in the bottom of the second inning at Jim Ned, Wall is up 2-0.
Okay, so see if we can get a split there, possibly.
Yeah.
So, and then Jim Ned will travel down to Wall to close the season out next week. Shout-outs to Miles Bulldogs Golf. The Lady Bulldogs finished in 12th at regionals. Great season for them. And the Robert Lee Steers, their golf team as well. They are the 2025 regional champions. Congrats on the first place finish at the regional golf tournament, state bound. That is fantastic. And headed to the regional golf tournament are Brenner Sherwood, Levi Bailey, Max Garcia, Denver Odell, Jackson Tavares, and Zach Eubanks. And then Lady Steers Golf, congrats to Kylene Pitcock and Brittany Crisp after they medaled at regionals.
Awesome.
And then last, congrats to Coach Roberts on an amazing season.
Now, see, in New Mexico, we have a team that was called the Magdalena Steers, and there was this one guy, and he was monotone, and he would always go Steers, go Steers. So every time you say Steers, that's exactly what I think of.
Go Steers.
Go Steers. But, all right, talking about the El Dorado Eagles. Tennis at the Sonora Varsity Tournament, Micah and Andrew McGee both got first place mixed doubles. Henry Moore got third place boys singles. Mateo Barajas and Ramon Gadarama got boys doubles consolidation champions. Ayla Duran girls singles consolidation and consolation champion. And as a team, they placed third overall. So congratulations to those Eagles out there.
Awesome. And then next up is the Very Best Falcons in so not high school, but junior high. So they were able to compete in the Sterling City tournament. And we have McKaylin Trapp got third in the girls singles for not 7th grade, but the 8th grade division. Then we have Carter and Cash Kohler got third in 7th boys doubles. Madison Peel and Bella Pena got second in 7th girls doubles, and Sakaya Leon got third in 8th grade boys singles. So congratulations to the junior high out there for the Falcons. Keep it going up into high school, guys. Great job.
And then, Rob, do we have any TLCA additional information?
Good luck to TLCA tennis going to district next week, both JV and varsity. Their district tennis tournament for 3A is Tuesday. Finals are Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
Okay, and then out in the San Angelo Rodeo, steer wrestling. Congrats to Jesse Brown. He took down a steer in 2.9 seconds and set a new arena record.
Wow.
So incredible job just being able to, first of all, being able to wrestle a steer and bring it down in 2.9 seconds.
Right.
Because you're getting off your horse, you're sliding off, you're hitting the ground, you're running, and you're tackling at the same time. Wow. Incredible job. And then one other thing, I want to say congrats to our good friend, Concho Sports friend here, CJ Villegas. totally messed up his name. He took over as the Friendship Memorial head basketball coach.
Nice.
And he was the Central coach for a while. We interviewed him many times. Just a great guy. He and his family are going to go back up to where he was an assistant coach at Friendship.
Okay.
Before he came to Central. And he went back home to Brady. He's from Brady. Went back home, got to do some coaching there in Brady for the last 2 years and be an AD. But that new high school in Friendship Memorial, getting a heck of a coach out of CJ.
That's
so
awesome.
Congrats.
Awesome.
And then finishing up, if you've got teasers and you want to send them to us, or teasers, you've got shout-outs and you want to send them to us, you can send them to me, Arlen at pixelcast.media. And we'll get them on. Be sure and send us photos, too. I've been looking for some Cristobal stuff, and I don't have a contact out there.
Right.
So
Go Cougars.
Go Cougars.
Right.
Coach Otho, maybe send us some stuff. We are going to do the Lady Cats softball next Tuesday, right? Baseball, sorry.
Baseball.
Cats baseball. And then Lakeview baseball. So that's Thursday. Lakeview baseball is Wednesday. Tuesday, sorry. One day next week. You know what? Coming up. Hey. Anyway, and then I think that's it. We don't have any other teasers or anything. So go back and look at the shows. Also, go back. We're posting our San Angelo Student Athlete of the Week. You're going to see them on our Facebook and on our YouTube.
Yep.
You're going to see the TLCA Eagle of the Week, and we've got those got stacked up on us, so we're going to have about 3 of those coming up.
Awesome.
And anything else you guys got?
So I just want to say, gentlemen, tonight I feel like we've really been able to muster it all together. We've been able to row down the river, as it were. And I know there's certain positions in the rowing business. I don't remember exactly what it's called. Ponder, could you help me out with? Do you remember what when they? I don't remember what it's called, but I was talking to Ray about it off camera.
I don't know, but I know that we were talking hockey earlier, and I know that my University of Denver Pioneers, the Pios, got beat by the NCAA champion Western Michigan. So
Mountaineers, huh?
Mountaineers. Woo. No, Mustangs.
Oh, the Mustangs.
The Mustangs.
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
Mustangs. So that was and
it's funny. University of Michigan football also got beat by the NCAA. Oh no, wait, not yet. Sorry.
Okay.
So we're having fun here.
Yeah.
And congratulations to Rob's St. Louis Blues there, who get to go back to the playoffs, and my VGK Knights get to go back. They 8 years in the league and they've gone 7. Shea Stars going in on a 7-game losing streak.
And my Bulls lost last night in the play-in to the Miami Heat, so I just had to mourn that. Was rough. It was rough.
So anyway, coming up next week, we will see you right back here at 7. Who knows who will be here? It may be all of us. It may be none of us. It may be one of us. But we look forward to seeing you. And for Brandon Richardson, Rob Ray, Shay Harris, Zach Carlock, I'm Arlen Ponder, and we will see you next time.